Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be showing you guys, this is the sequel to my first video, the best and worst part of every G spin-off level. Thank you guys so much for 10 likes on my first video. Also, if this video hits 15 likes, I will do the best and worst coin in every official level. Anyways guys, enjoy the video. First up, we have the 7 Seas. I think the best part is the first cube. I like it because it has a good use of move triggers, and overall feels like a good introduction to some of 2.0's mechanics. The worst part is probably the second ship. This is because the first half of the ship is just going up and down without anything else. I do think it is one of the better ship parts like this, as it is ground spikes, but it is still the worst part. The best part in Viking Arena is definitely the first ship. It again makes good use of moving objects, as it makes the pillars move out of the way, which is a cool gimmick to help introduce the player the moving objects in the ship game mode. The worst part, however, is the first cube. You are on the main ground for most of it, which makes it more boring overall. The best part in Airborne Robots is definitely the first ball. I feel like it is a better introduction to the ball game mode than Cycles, as it is a much easier section. It also introduces the use of pads and orbs in the ball game mode in a good way. The worst part, though, is the cube before the second ball. It is pretty forgettable and feels like filler to get to the ball section. Up next is GD World. The best part of Payload is, well, the whole level is cubes, so I guess the whole level is the best part? The same thing goes for Beast Mode, however, Machina has a ship part, so there's actually a best and worst part. I feel like the better of the two parts is the ship. It is a good introduction to the game mode, as it is mostly open, allowing the player to fly freely, allowing the player to fly around freely. Years, Frontlines, and Space Pirates are all one game mode, so up next is Striker. The best part is the second unmirrored part. I like how there are a bunch of cloud platforms. The worst part is easily the end. It just has the most boring gameplay, not much else to it. Embers is all ball, so on to round 1. The best part is the ship. It makes good use of moving objects, but it doesn't get in the way of the player very much. The worst part is the first cube, as I think the last cube is a lot cooler, both deco and gameplay wise. For Monster Dance-Off, the best part is obviously the wave, as it is the only GD World level to use the wave, so the worst part is the cube, as it is the only other section of the level. Now it's time for the Sub-Zero levels. The first one is Press Start. The best part is the cube with the static screen. I like this part a lot because it is a unique way of using the feature that allows you to go from right to left. The worst part is easily the first ship. It is only a tiny bit more difficult than Back on Track's ship, which is a 2-star, while this level is a 3-star. And the only reason it is slightly harder because it is ground spikes, but you barely hit the ground on Back on Track's ship anyways. The best part of Knockem is the part where you warp between sections. I think this is a cool gimmick, and it is executed pretty well. The worst part is the first cube, as it is the most bland of all the parts. The best part of Power Trip is the wave. I think it used a warping gimmick better than the cube prior to it. The worst part is definitely the cube right after. It is literally just filler to get to the drop and has no interesting or unique gameplay. Anyways, thanks for watching. Remember, 15 likes and you get a third video in this kind of style. Anyways, subscribe.